Well, hello, it's Unrated. I'm back with a new video. So, this video should have been up a couple of weeks ago now, which I'm really sorry about. I was busy with some stuff, and to be honest, I was really lazy. There are two reasons, busy and lazy, put them together, that's why there's no video. But I finally finished my busy stuff now, and I took the time now to make this video, so hopefully you enjoy it. So this is my top 10 favourite dubbed animes of all times. Now before we start, that title's a bit of a lie. It's not top 10, it's top 30. The first 20 are in no order at all, not in order, alphabetical. That's the order they're in alphabetical order, and these sometimes jump down to my top 10s, but then they move back up, and sometimes the top 10s jump up to my top 20, and they come back down then, see? So these animes mostly my top. So basically these 30 animes, what I'm saying is these 30 animes are basically in my lists no matter what. At some point in time they're always in my top 10 lists. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all for getting to me 500 subscribers. I'm over 600 subs now, so this is a bit late, but I'd like to say thank you for getting me 500, and I'm on 600, I'm even more excited, I can't believe it. So these are my dubbed animes. I did my subbed animes, if you want to look at that. It's a previous video. It's my dubbed animes now. I'm going to tell you now, to be honest, narrowing down this list was a really hard thing to do. It's really hard to narrow down these lists. I love so many animes, love watching them. And I'll tell you this now, making this video, there's animes I've added to this list because I've enjoyed them so much. And it's like, oh god, I can't add them in now, I'm leaving it. So that's basically what happened. But animes jump in and out of these lists all the time, and it's so hard to narrow down the ones I really love watching. But I managed to do it somehow. That's why it's 30, not 10, because I just couldn't narrow them down anymore. And you may be surprised, because they're mostly short animes, which, if any of you know me, I love long-running animes. So, yeah. That's a bit of a surprise, but I love long-running animes, but the short ones are mostly in this list. But that's enough of me talking. I've talked for way too long. I tried this video a minute ago, and it took me nearly 40 minutes to finish this video, which I don't want that to happen. I want to try and make this as short as possible. So, if any of you don't want to literally watch how long this video is, I don't blame you. You probably have seen all the animes already going across the screen when I'm talking, and also there's all the animes in the description in the same order if you're interested. So that's enough of me talking, let's get into this. As always, sit back, relax, enjoy some anime. Let's begin. So like I said, these 20 animes are not in any, the only order they're in is alphabetical, okay? Aquarion Evol is dubbed, mecha, romance, science fiction, and there are a total of 26 episodes. Now there is I think there's one before this, Aquarion something else, but I haven't watched it, to be honest. I love Aquarion Evol, really good story. They have these unique powers, and they're able to control these machines, and they battle people from different worlds, kind of thing, who take their women, children, stuff like that. Bento. It is dubbed, action, comedy, martial arts, total 12 episodes. Basically, these are competitions, and for the bentos, they basically fight over bentos, and whoever gets the bentos first, after fighting, basically gets the best bento. And some of them don't get anything because, they lose. And they have these basically fights over lunchboxes, or bentos, whatever you want to call them. Black Lagoon. It is dubbed, action, crime drama, black comedy, total 29 episodes. It's about a Japanese businessman who has a disc on him, gets caught by pirates because they want the disc, and through events he ends up becoming a pirate himself, and you basically see his story of events that happen, which are really cool things, to be honest, the things he goes through or how he does it. Blue Exorcist. It is dubbed, action, supernatural, fantasy, total 25 episodes. So you got two sons of Satans, and one of them had inherited Satan's power, the other one didn't. But they didn't know this at all at the time, until they grew up and some events happen. And you basically see them two become an exorcist to basically try and kill their father. Buso Renkin, it is dubbed action supernatural, 26 episodes. So you basically have humans who live their daily lives and know nothing about this other world, where homunculi and alchemists exist. And these alchemists are able to use this power, well, these hexagonal things, to pull weapons out of their bodies and use them to fight. And they fight the homunculi. Campione, it is dubbed action fantasy harem romance fantasy, total 13 episodes. So it's basically the battle of the gods. You have this guy who knows nothing ends up inheriting a I can't remember what it's called now. He inherits something, tries to give it back to somebody. She says you can keep it. He ends up then becoming a god because of it. And all these girls, help him out. Harem, of course. Geass, it is dubbed mecha, alternative history, science fiction, drama, 2 seasons, both with 25 episodes. So this is a really smart kid who, really smart, he's like brains and everything. And he kind of wants to take down the royal family and give Japanese people back their land because they get discriminated, basically. Japanese people do, and he basically tries to help them get their land back. There are other different Kogiases with different characters, but this is one I like. Great Teacher Onizuka, dubbed comedy drama, school, slice of life, total 43 episodes. Oh my god, I love this so much. It was just hilarious. It's basically a teacher, well, a delinquent he was in his, youth, and he just decided to become a teacher to help those delinquents, help them in life, and he does all these incredible and weird things to help these students, and goes out of his way countless times to help them. Oh my god, it's so funny to watch. Highschool of the Dead, you probably heard this already, to be honest, guys, but it's dubbed action harem ecchi, total 12 episodes. So I'm pretty sure there's 7 characters, 6 school students and 1 teacher. And as you can probably tell, zombies can invade Japan, and these students are kind of like one of the last survivors. And you see them trying to survive against these zombies using different kind of weapons. Yeah, and on their journey to try and see if their families are safe or not, and see if they're still alive. Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple, dubbed martial arts comedy romance, and total of 50 episodes. Now, I absolutely love this anime. I watched it so many times. It's kind of, weak character becomes really strong, but, Kenichi, he's always loved martial arts, but he's never good at it. He ends up meeting a girl called Miu, who ends up helping him by taking him to a dojo, and that's where he meets all these different kinds of masters like karate, Chinese martial arts, what's the other ones? Judo. Is it judo? I think it's judo. And I can't remember what the other one was now. I can't remember all of them. Okay, but he starts learning all these and becomes stronger over time, and he battles all these different people who come after him, really. This side note as well, Kenichi My Disciple, there are 50 episodes, but there are a couple of overs as well, which include parts of the manga, and if you want to see some even more epic stuff what happens, definitely read the manga. Some good stuff happens in there. Magi, dubbed action adventure fantasy, total of, there's 2 episodes, 2 of them 25, and there is the Sinbad one was out now, but that's been subbed, not dubbed yet, and it's basically his adventure. Magi is he's a child kind of thing, and he told he's a Magi, and his wish was he wants to make friends. So Ugo ends up granting him his wish and send him to Earth, where he goes on adventures and conquers towers and makes loads of friends. And also, like Kenichi, if you want some more epic stuff, definitely read the manga after. No Game No Life, dubbed adventure, comedy, fantasy, ecchi, game, supernatural, total of 12 episodes. I'm going to tell you this now, I was waiting for about 2 years for this to come out. I thought, oh, it's not dubbed yet, is it? I'll wait for it to be dubbed. Because I heard a lot of good things about it, everyone was loving it. I was like, oh, I'm going to wait now, I'll wait for it to be dubbed. I didn't watch it subbed, I'll wait, keep on waiting. It wasn't coming out, I was like, oh, it's not going to be dubbed then. Then, I was looking through my, just looking through for some anime to watch. What did I go and find? No Game No Life dubbed. I waited all this time, and it was already dubbed years ago. I was like, are you kidding me? So I watched No Game No Life. Brother and sister ends up getting transported to another world, a game world where conflicts are basically solved by games. Games solve everything. Who's the king? Conflicts. Who's the ruler of the country? Who can become a god? And that's their aim. Become the god of this world and beat Tet, the god. Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan, dubbed action adventure fantasy supernatural, total of 26 episodes, both seasons, so both 26 episodes. Now Nura is a school kid who basically is going to be next in line to be the head of the Yokai clan, and he doesn't want this. He wants to be a normal school kid, but his grandfather's like, no, you have to be the new head. And when he turns, I think it's like 13, he becomes the official head. And you basically see him grow and choosing if he wants to inherit it or not. And you see some awesome fights, I'm going to say this now, and an awesome story. Like I said, Kenichi and Magi, there's some really good stuff as what happens in the manga. And there's not a lot of chapters after this. It's nearly completed in the manga. The manga's completed. Kenshin, it is dubbed action, total of 95 episodes. Now, I love samurais. I've loved samurai since I was a kid. And Rurouni Kenshin is a badass samurai who used to kill, but now has like sworn an oath never to kill again. And you basically see him going through trials, like people trying to make him be a killer again, and him deciding if he wants to do it or not, and him trying to save the people he loves and cares about. But like I said, I love samurais, so Rurouni Kenshin. Tell you the truth, I only watched it this year. Say Love You, dubbed romance, comedy drama, slice of life, 2 to 13 episodes. Oh my god, he actually likes other animes apart from action and martial arts. Yes, I do. I do love my romantics animes. You may be surprised, but yes, I do love romantic animes. So, a really popular high school student, a really shy girl, ends up going through some things and becoming kind of lovers. And you basically see other girls trying to get her away from him, and him away from her. And you basically see their love story. Snow White with the red hair, dubbed drama, fantasy, romance, 2 seasons, both with 12 episodes, completely dubbed and finished. So it's about a girl who has really red hair, and people kind of want to have it, but she is supposed to be an herbalist. So some events happen, she's moving to a different kingdom, and yeah, you see a romantic story of her and the prince. Spoiler. The Ambition of Nobunaga. Oh my god, I actually said it right. I can say it perfectly in my head, but when I'm trying to say it out loud, I can't say it at all. I don't know why, it's so annoying. But dubbed, romantic comedy, action, historical, 12 episodes. Now, a guy called Monkey comes from he loves Sengoku period games and stuff like that. He's played them so many times, and he ends up getting transported back in time, and he ends up living in the time period that he loves playing games of. But the twist is, like, the warriors are basically the male warriors who were there are mostly female warriors now, and yeah, they're kind of warrior princesses instead, which he's loving. Tokyo Raven, dubbed action, romance, supernatural, 24 episodes, and basically the main character becomes a familiar from his childhood friend, and from them events he ends up going to a magic school, and finding out that his powers were actually sealed, and the fact that he's the head of this, or he's incarnation of this really famous magician who's done something really bad in his life. Vampire Knight, dubbed, school story romance, supernatural action, 2 seasons, both with 13 episodes. So we have Yuki, who is this, girl who basically got saved by a vampire, which you find out is some relation to her, and she kind of like some kind of thing, like a schoolgirl crush. And in this school, there is a night class and day class. As you can probably tell, the night class is vampires, day class is humans. The humans don't know that they're vampires, but they all adore them basically. And Yuki is in charge with Zero. Them two are in charge of keeping it a secret and guarding the night class from the humans. World Break, Area of the Curse for the Holy Swordsman. Dubbed, action, fantasy, harem, romance, supernatural, and total 12 episodes. I've said this before, the story could have gone much longer and it could have gone much in depth. It kind of felt rushed, but I loved it no matter what. The story is, in this school, you can you have like memories and powers from your other part of your life, from a life before. But this boy has memories of 2 of his lives, and he has become this powerhouse, awesome badass. Yeah, and you see him defeating these monsters. So we finally reached the top 10 spot, and I'm sorry it took so long to get here, but if you stayed tuned to this part, I thank you very much. So first off, we got Space Pirates. It is dubbed, adventure, science fiction, 26 episodes. So there's these space pirates, and they're legal pirates basically, and only the first child of the previous captain can be the captain of the ship. So this girl's father dies, ends up inheriting it, without even knowing, inheriting the ship, and she has a choice, either be a space pirate or live a normal life. She decides to be a space pirate, and you see her adventure around doing space pirate things. Wa Maid, dubbed, romance and comedy, total 26 episodes. So this is really, she spends all the time, she studies, stuff like that. Her father left her mother and her sister, so she's providing for the family with her mother. And she works as a maid as part-time while being a school student. But because they haven't got money, she had to go to a new formed co-ed school. Because it used to be a boys' school, there's more boys than girls. She ended up becoming some kind of president, but she hates the boys. She kind of takes out on them. And she keeps her school life and her work life private, so nobody knows what she does as a part-time job. One of the popular guys in school manages to find out what actually she does for a living, and kind of makes fun of her, and kind of then starts visiting that cafe all the time, and through events, they become close as friends, and you have to watch, see what actually happens. Accel World, dubbed, action, romance, school, science fiction, 24 episodes, and there's a movie coming out this year, next year, which I can't wait for. I will say this now, the main character design I don't really like. It's like a piggy guy. But basically the main character is bullied and stuff like that at school. And the most popular girl in school ends up inviting him to a table and says, do you want to play this game? And this is basically where all it starts. This game is to do with fighting and claiming territory for yourself. Now they use, if you remember sort of online, if you watched it, and you have them headgears, it's basically that, but it's an improved version, and it just goes around their neck, and it's like a little necklace thing. And so, if you lose in the game, you lose all your memories of playing the game, and you don't remember anything. And so you see him and his girl basically forming a party, gathering some other people, and trying to complete the game really. If you complete the game, I think you get any wish you want. Aria, dubbed, action, comedy, sports, science fiction, and total of 25 episodes. Now, oh my god, was this good. I love the animation of it. Also, there's a couple of overs will happen, which I really recommend you watching. Only subbed, but still really recommend you watching the overs. It's about rollerblading or skating. I don't know what you say where you're from, but they basically use these rollerblades to move around, top speed, you know, do all these different event kind of things, like race, fights, stuff like that, all these different kind of ones. And you have this Iki, who basically, he wants to fly, he wants to be free, and he ends up being, his goal is to try and become King of the Skies, which is the king of all kings. And you see him gathering his crew, and basically just, you know, trying to get allies and people to follow him, really. And also protect some people. I can't really explain it, really. I don't know how to explain Agia. It's really annoying. I know what to say, but I don't kind of know how to explain it. It's kind of annoying. But Agia, yeah. Guilty Crown, dubbed, action, romance, science fantasy, 22 episodes. Now, it is basically a disease that goes around and it crystallizes everybody. And the main character ends up, people call them terrorists, but they're not actually terrorists, but he becomes involved with them, and he ends up gaining this power, which allows him to reach into somebody's soul and see what they're made of. And he ends up meeting Inori, who her weapon is basically a sword, which he uses most of the time. But you basically see him trying to save the people by sacrificing himself to save his country, really. Really sad story. Well, no, it's not sad, it's a really good story. Pretty sad ending, I would say, but I do love it, nonetheless. Assassination Classroom, dubbed, action, supernatural, comedy, 22 episodes first season dubbed. I'm pretty sure the second season is up to 16 dubbed now. So, it's basically this alien kind of thing, and it's low, you know, like they're like the bottom of the class of the school, they're like the nobodies, dumb, stuff like that. But to be honest, not even that dumb. The E class, basically, and their job is to kill their teacher. And so they have assassination classes, and they also have normal classes. And their job is to kill the teacher before the end of the year. And to be honest, some stuff that happens in there is freaking awesome. Nagisa's bloodlust is one of my favourite moments ever. When that happens, I absolutely can't stop myself from watching. Lord Marksman, dubbed, venture, ecchi, action, fantasy, romance, harem, total of 13 episodes. Now, you should know by now, I love this sort of kind of anime, and especially people who use bows. I don't know, I've always loved the story of Robin Hood, so people who use bows and stuff like that, I've always loved characters like that. And the main character is an archer, so of course I'm gonna love it. And the time period, I love stuff like this. Medieval, with like horses and wars. Yeah. And you see this Count Vaughn, who goes around the country collecting allies and stuff like that, taking down these people who are trying to kill the king or take down the king. And you see him gathering supporters and going like on these massive battles. And you have these war princesses who side with him and have these unique powers. Kingdom, dubbed, action, historical, first season of 28 episodes, second season of first season has 38 episodes, second season has 39 episodes. Now Kingdom is just, I fell in love with it. I don't know why, I just fell in love with the Kingdom. Like the one previously, the time period, the like wars and stuff like that, it just gets to me. And you have Shin, who is a servant, ends up dreaming to become a general, ends up, some coincidences, meeting the king. Them two form a bond, and you see Shin going off to battle and, you know, trying to prove himself. The king doing his own kind of fighting in his court, and them two trying to unite China. And I will say this now, most you probably won't like it because of the 3D art style on parts of it, but it's not always like that. It's sometimes 3D, sometimes do 2D, which, you know, I kind of get used to, but I really love the story behind it. Reading a manga now, I'm reading a weekly, I love it to bits, what goes on after the story. Yeah, Kingdom. Now these two probably not going to be no surprise, to be honest with you people. The last two, I mean, High School DxD, dubbed action, fantasy, harem, romance, comedy, school, and it's 36 episodes. I think it's like 3 seasons, maybe 2, I currently can't remember. I just add them all together into one. We got High School DxD, and main character basically gets turned into a demon and becomes a servant to Rias Grimmery, who's basically next in line to become king of the demons. And you see him, well, you just see him really fighting all the demons, protecting Rias, because he actually fancies her, so he protects her and tries to lay down his life for her. And it's just a really good story altogether. High School DxD. Demon gods and something else, I can't remember. Oh yeah, and also he's able to use a dragon armor, which is absolutely epic. But I do love the dragon armor that Rias used in the final couple of episodes of High School DxD New, I think it was called. But I love that armor the best. Surprise, surprise, Sword Art Online, dubbed action, adventure, drama, romance. 25 episodes first season, 24 episodes second season. Love this anime to bits. Can't get enough of it. Loved it from day one. Yeah, I don't know, Sword Art Online just gets to me every time. They get trapped into a game, and the goal is to try and complete the game to get out of it, basically. And the first kind of season is them trying to complete it, 12 episodes. There's another 12 episodes which is in the same season, and it's him trying to get his girlfriend back because she gets trapped. And you have the next season, which is another 2-parter. One part is Gun Guild, which he uses guns to the swords this time and tries to stop this guy from killing everybody. And then the last one is his fantasy one, where his girlfriend basically gets her kind of resolve kind of thing, her love of gaming back. So yeah, Asuna basically gets her love of gaming back and becomes even more badass. Asuna and Kirito, 2 best characters ever. About wraps it up now, guys. I say thank you for watching my top 30 dubbed animes of all times. I can't thank you enough for over 500 subscribers now. I know this is a little bit late, so I'm sorry. And if you can tell, my voice is getting really sore now, so that's kind of why I rushed through the last 10. But you know what I mean. I can't really explain these animes properly. I always say this. Always recommend you watching them if you haven't watched them already. That's it for this episode. I'd like to say thanks for watching. Until next time, sit back, relax, chill, and me. See you. Bye.